Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FUT17 player review. Let's take a look at the 89 rated, fourth, yes that's right, fourth in form, Mauro Icardi. So, the Argentine plays his football for Inter in the Italian league and has got this awesome new item. 85 pace, 90 dribbling, 92 shooting and 83 physical. Looks like a beast. 2-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot is a bit of an odd combo, but he's 5'11", of course, with those medium-low work rates. Now, obviously, a couple of teams that you could put him into. The main one you're going to see him when you play against him is probably the Italian league side. I've got a very nice looking one here. Lots of great Argentines in there and special items as well. But I actually played him with his perfect link, Eva Banega, in this 4-3-3 fourth variant hybrid side, featuring players from the Italian league, the Premier League and the German Bundesliga as well. It was a really, really nice team. So when we take a little look at Mauro's in-game stats, this is his fourth special item, so you can expect quite a lot of these to be nearly perfect. You know, very high attack positioning, finishing, jumping, strength. All of those stats are looking very, very good. He looks even better, of course, on that basic chemistry style. And like I've done quite a bit recently, actually, I went down the route of using the Hawk because it's been my favourite chem style lately. I like that we can boost the pace quite significantly as well as the shooting and the physical stat. Because let's face it, Icardi's dribbling is already pretty good at 90 on his item. So moving on in then to the pros and cons. What did I like about him? What didn't I like about him? There were a couple of red flags and we need to talk about that to begin with. The 2-star weak foot. Yeah, it isn't very strong. It isn't very solid. You're going to want to keep it on his right foot because I'm not sure I even scored a goal on it because it just goes wide of the post. You know, it is a very, very weak foot. You lose a lot of accuracy when shooting with it. And then also, something I hadn't ever really noticed about Icardi is that he has this medium attacking work rate, which doesn't sound too bad. Medium low for a striker seems alright. But I just noticed him not really hanging on to that last shoulder of the defender quite a few times. A few games in a row as well. So I was a little bit annoyed at that, and it's definitely something you want to bear in mind. Maybe he's the type of player that you need to do one of those 1-2 passes where you send him on a run in order for him to be running on point and in the right position at the right time. Yeah, just a bit of an odd one. I don't normally notice that. Sometimes he was in a good spot, other times just hanging back a little bit too much. But moving on to the good parts, because, I mean, there are lots of them. I scored a few goals with Icardi, that's for sure. Very, very clinical striker. That was a beautiful first touch for that goal as well, by the way. I was surprisingly pleased with his pace. Very good acceleration and like following through with that good sprint speed as well. Really impressed me. Definitely one of the first things I noticed is that you can comfortably run on the ball with this guy, because also he's got very good dribbling, you know. His ball control is solid, that first touch is very good, and he runs with the ball very well, especially with, well, very much heightened stats in the agility and balance department. He is he's not a bigger striker in this game, but he's definitely kind of a target man striker in my opinion. So it's not someone that I would necessarily put down to have great agility and great balance, but he really does. So that's obviously a positive in my books. He's also a very strong striker, in the 90s for that strength, and he's able to hold off even some of the strongest defenders in the game. You get to that point in time where you're fighting against a defender in that one-on-one battle, and well, there's a few times where Icardi could just out-muscle him and get through and then hold him off so that he was through one-on-one against the goalkeeper, ready to just slot that ball home. Icardi's also good in the air. You can definitely whip that ball up to him from the goal kicks, and if you have a play style where you run down the wings with very quick players, you can cross it in and he'll nod the ball in with his head. You know, he also scores headers from corners, just like that goal right there, perfectly timed. But yeah, if he's your main striker, he will appear at that front post, which is obviously a good thing from corners, because that's a nice technique to knock it into that front post to score the headers. And then finally, I mean, the best part about this guy being a fourth special item is that he's got seriously good finishing ability. He can find the back of the net from outside of the box, from inside of the box. I found him to be a very clinical striker, low driven across the goalkeeper from inside the box, but the odd long shot will go in as well. So I was thoroughly impressed and I really enjoyed the 4th in form Mauro Icardi. Could be a beastly player later on in FIFA 17 if he is able to get himself a Team of the Season item. That would be very good, and I look forward to using him if that is the case. But let me know, guys, what you think of Mauro Icardi's 4th in form, 89 rated on FUT 17, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.